Good morning, North Montgomery High School. I'm Jacob Hughes.
And I'm Caitlin Brown. Today's broadcast is packed with exciting information, so let's jump right in.
Let's start with some national news with Piper.
As of February 4th, King Charles of the UK has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. King Charles has been the ruler of the UK since the death of Queen Elizabeth in September of 2022. And if King Charles were to pass away, next in line for the throne would be his eldest son, Prince William. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Piper.
Hey Chargers, are you trivia enthusiasts? Do you love the 80s and 90s? How about free pizza? If you said yes to any of these, the academic teams are looking for you. There are only 3 meets for the whole season, so don't miss out. See these teachers for more information. Mrs. Henders for the fine arts, Mrs. Rogers for English, Mrs. Boyd for math, Mr. Showers for science, and Mr. Hall for social studies.
Calling all senior artists, if you've taken 3 or more art classes, you're eligible to paint a ceiling tile in the art room. See Mrs. Henders for more details.
Now let's see what the weather's going to be looking like for the week.
Today is 31 with a low of 28. Tuesday will be high of 41 and a low of 27. Wednesday will be a high of 49 and a low of 29. Thursday will be a high of 43 and a low of 26 with a 35% chance of rain. Friday will be a high of 35 and a low of 22.
Thanks, Russell.
And for all you artists out there, Art Club is planning to paint a mural this semester. Mrs. Henders is looking for the talented painters who want to stop by for this project. Stop by her room to see more information.
The 2022 and 2023 yearbooks are still available for $60. Hurry, supplies are limited.
And if you're looking ahead, the 2023-2024 yearbooks are available now at Johnston's website for $55. Grab yours before the price goes up the 29th.
For sports this week, we first have a JV boys basketball game at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Thursday, boys sectional prelims will be at Crawfordsville for swim and dive. On Friday, boys basketball team will go against Tri-West at 6 p.m. Saturday, the boys sectional finals will be at 1 p.m. for boys swim and dive at Crawfordsville. The girls gymnastics team has Southmont Invite at 12 p.m. on Saturday.
So, I'm joined here today by with
Mr. Showers.
All right, Mr. Showers. So, as a high school student, I struggle with some to most topics. So, what do you do with your class, and what do you do? How do you teach your class to make it more enjoyable and make the topics easier for us to understand and learn?
So any science discipline, it's really important that students get an opportunity to explore the phenomenon. So I like to start each unit with just kind of an exploratory lab and kind of set the rules, say, hey, this is what you do. What do you think is going to happen? And then they see, right? So a lot of times students have these misconceptions coming into the room, and then we just try to suss those out and address them. I also strive to try to do a demonstration, at least in some of my classes every day, and always related to, stuff that you encounter in your everyday life, because that's really what you guys care about. You don't really care about electromagnetism until you talk about how your electricity is made, right?
And on the subjects of labs, what's the coolest experiment and or project that you've done with your students?
Well, if you ask the students, they probably give you a different answer. But my favorite is what we do. We make electrical generators, just using cardboard and some copper wire and some magnets. That's my favorite. I get a kick out of that one every year. A few years ago, we did a biodiesel lab. I'll probably never do it again because it made such an incredible mess in my lab that took like the entire year to clean up. But that was very cool to just turn like used corn oil into working biodiesel. That was a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome, not gonna lie. So if your classroom had a theme song, what do you think it would be and why?
Oh, no. Personally, it'd probably be Trapped Under Ice by Metallica, because that's how you guys make me feel sometimes.
That's unfortunate. So what, in your personal opinion, what do you think makes a teacher memorable or special to a student?
I think it's conversations. So, I can't have a conversation with every student every day. But when I remember the teachers that I enjoyed the most during high school, it was somebody that was relatable. It was somebody that was, just kind of fun to be around in general, but always had, high expectations, right? So I think that's really important. You guys need to understand and recognize just how far you can fly. And sometimes it takes, an adult that at one point was a stranger to make you recognize that you have a lot of potential, and it's up to you how you're going to use it. But I think that's it. It's just what you would see in a friend is what you should see in a teacher, just, with more authority and more responsibility.
You, Mr. Showers, are a very, very inspirational man. Your class is going crazy currently. But last question on the topic of inspirational and everything. What is one piece of advice you would give your students for either life advice, school advice, any type of advice that you would give to your students?
Oh, easy. You're gonna fall down. There's a lot of things you can't control in life, and you're gonna fail at things. So it's important to learn from where you fail and then try again. Because again, you're only in control of really two things in life, and that's your attitude and your effort. So as long as you are consistent with those, you can do anything you want. So just don't encounter a problem and then give up, no matter what that problem is.
All right. Well, thank you for the interview today, Mr. Showers. Really appreciate it.
Hey.
And have a good rest of your day.
You too, Isaac.
SAB members, mark your calendars. There will be a meeting on Tuesday, January 30th during bonus in Mr. Maxey's room, 308.
And now to Landon with this week's lunch menu.
This week's lunch: Monday, popcorn chicken bowl; Tuesday, toasted cheese sandwich; Wednesday, Salisbury steak; Thursday, Western barbecue nachos; Friday, corn dogs. Back to you guys in the studio.
That sounds delicious. Thanks, Landon. Attention high school girls, are you interested in earning a $1,000 cash scholarship? Join the Strawberry Festival Queen program. There's an information meeting on February 8th at 6 p.m. at the Crawfordsville Public Library. Get your paperwork by emailing stefanski@gmail.com. Local news.
Food bank clients are struggling with electricity costs and shelter. The clothing bank is still in need of jackets and coats. Both clothing and food banks are in need of more volunteers. If you have any ideas of how to fundraise food, give them a call at 765-362-3474 or drop off a note in their mailbox. Anything you give can help. Be the change for our community.
FFA members, we have a couple of announcements for you. Livestock judging will be on Thursday, February 1st. Stay in High School Commons until 4:15 p.m. For questions, contact JC at 806-270-0828. If you're in 10th and 12th grade and took the summer SAE class, expect an email about proficiency applications. They're due January 31st to Miss Bell by 3 p.m.
That's all for today, Chargers. Get involved, grab a yearbook, and make the most of these fantastic opportunities.
Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a great day!